You've heard me say before that sometimes doing routine care, routine trimming on toenails, corns, and calluses, sometimes I feel like a bit of a bartender or a therapist or a hairdresser, because I get to hear people's stories, and it's one of the things that I really love about this job. So this patient in today's video, we've seen him before. He's been on a couple videos at least, I think. But today he shares one of his favorite childhood memories with us. And I'd love to hear some of your favorite childhood memories in 1 or 2 sentences in the comments down below. So please go ahead and share it with us. And today's video it's got nails, it's got calluses, it's got a little bit of everything. And I hope you enjoy the video. So here it is.
Do you have a new light since last time, or did you have that?
That's the same one.
Okay, I don't remember. It's been a couple of years since you did video.
Yeah, no, that's the same one we've had for a long time. But so what's new other than your back hurts and you damaged your shoulder again?
About it.
Okay.
Busy all the time. Did you get to enjoy any of yesterday's 80 degrees? You
I
were in the office all day.
was in the office all day. But I have a window, and I put a bird feeder outside the window in my office, so
Oh,
I enjoyed watching the birds in the 80 degrees yesterday.
nice.
And that's going to be our last 80-degree day for the year, I think.
Yes, yes. I took Mom for about a 3-hour ride in her wheelchair around the whole neighborhood. I said, well, it won't be 80 again until June, so.
Yeah. 3 hours.
Yep. And my arm definitely feels it. I do things I shouldn't be doing because I have to take care of her. That's just the way it is.
Right. Now, did you ever get your cooking YouTube channel off the ground?
No.
No.
Never even attempted to.
Oh, really?
No. No. Too shy.
Ah.
But I like watching all the other stuff out there, and I appreciate all the work that people put into it.
Now, do you watch the cooking shows on TV?
No. No. I just go for help and hints on things I'm gonna bake and stuff. I prefer to bake than cook.
Okay. What's your specialty?
Oh, I have an awesome chocolate cake that the neighbor lady gave to my mom 64 years ago when Mom moved to that house. And we always called her a old maid. She was from Sweden and never married. And she baked every day of the week.
Huh.
Every day of the week. He gave stuff away.
Hang on.
And then since then, I ran into it again here.
Oh.
And it appears to be getting better. But everything was okay with the MRI.
Why did they do an MRI for a broken toe?
Because I had another bone in back here that was really bothering me, and I have never had such bad foot pain, so that's why.
Okay. So what's so special about this chocolate cake?
It has ice water in the recipe,
Mm-hmm.
which wouldn't be normal,
Yeah.
and it has a slight reddish tint to it, which is really neat, especially when you serve it on a white plate. And I can give you the recipe next time I come here, and well, I learned not to use the word scratch because I know all the girls that are cashiers at Cub, and one night she said, "What are you baking?" Because she recognized all the stuff I was buying, baking goods.
Mm-hmm.
It's a chocolate cake from scratch. And she said, "What is scratch?" So she's only baked ever with a box mix.
Oh.
So I don't use that term anymore with the younger generation because a lot of them didn't have the opportunity to have a grandma or a mother that, taught them the old school baking stuff.
Well, that's like one time I asked somebody for a gross of something, and they had no idea what I was talking about. I said, it's a dozen. And they were dumbfounded. They had never heard that term, I guess. So.
But this cake weighs a lot.
Okay.
It's from scratch. When you make
Yeah.
one from a box, it's so light and full of air and
Right.
kind of falls apart, kind of crummy. And this is, you got a piece on your plate when you get this.
Very dense, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would love the recipe.
Sure, I'll bring it. We passed it on to many a person. So in the olden days, we didn't have air conditioning, and this lady next door had a corner house, and it was kind of like the cartoon when the put the pie in the window and like the aroma is rolling out. You'd ride your bike by or walk by, and it was just breads, rolls. She was from Sweden, and she just baked the most awesome stuff. And the aroma was just always rolling out of the house. It was just so neat.
So that's the house you grew up in.
That's next door to the one I grew up in, yeah.
So why did she bake all the time? Who was she baking for?
Oh, she entertained, and
Oh,
she'd
okay.
give things away. That was her thing she loved to do, because that was her talent she had. And, I mean, it was constant. She'd be calling, do you have a cup of sugar? Do you have one egg? Because she'd run out of something. And I was always making little deliveries over there.
What a great memory.
Oh, yeah. Those are fond memories.
Okay, and this is just all thick skin here. All right. The vibration hurting that toe?
Not really. very nice out this morning before the rain started.
Is it raining?
Yeah, it's raining now. But it was just that nice, cool crispness in the air. It's so fresh, you know, at fall like this.
Yeah.
And then it started sprinkling on the way over here.
Well, we definitely need the rain.
Well, we are short about 8 inches this summer,
Yep.
and everything reflects it. I guess I'd rather have more rain in the summer than less snow in the winter.
Well, unfortunately, we don't get a say either way, do we?
No,
At least not at this point in history.
no.
So are they thinking they're gonna do surgery on your rotator cuff again?
Most likely because the therapy isn't working. She said, we'll try that first. Probably won't do it. And then she did say it could possibly lock up on me too someday. So that I am not looking forward to.
Without surgery?
Yes, yes. So,
That's a bummer, I'm sorry.
yeah,
How'd you re-injure it? Did you fall?
no, just the wear and tear and stress, just from all the different things I do, you know, physical activity. And unfortunately, that doctor retired recently, and I really liked him. I was hoping to have him again, and if I needed the surgery at TCO.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, they have plenty of other ones that are good too, but just had good results from that. But the original injury was a fall, what wrecked everything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get a lot of trick-or-treaters in the area that you live at?
Do you know, the last few years, because I was living alone with a dog, I was the crabby old lady who turned off the porch light.
Well, it's okay, it's safe to do that, you know?
Yeah, and, you know, we don't really have a lot of young kids in my neighborhood anymore.
No, myself either.
So they're mostly bussed in,
Right.
and, which is fine. But our neighborhood, the houses are, my house is like up on a hill and, you know, kind of, it's not the most conducive for trick-or-treating.
Sure, they like to go to the easy level ones. Yeah,
Right, where
yeah.
they can get from one
Right.
to the other super quick.
Right.
Right. And, you know, the doorbell just made my dog crazy.
Oh,
and,
yes,
You
yes.
know, so it was just easier to pull the plug and,
Yeah, not too many kids in my neighborhood, and I get Cracker Jacks and neat stuff, you know, boxes of the animal crackers for the kids from my neighborhood, and then I just have the regular type of candy bars, you know, you buy the big bags of like for all the other kids that I don't know.
yeah. And what do you think they like better, the Cracker Jacks or the Snickers bars?
Well, the kids are kinda used to the Cracker Jacks and the animal crackers at my house, but the Cracker Jacks aren't quite as good as when I was young.
No,
They-
and the
it's-
prizes aren't as good either,
Yeah.
right? Right. Let's move all these down. right. Well, everything looks really good, so.
Thank you.
Was this longer than usual?
Possibly.
Okay.
What would you prefer for my next one to come?
No, I think this was fine.
Okay.
You know, your calluses, believe it or not, are not as bad as they used to be.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So, let me go look on the computer, which I left out in the hallway. And whatever this was, we'll do that again.
Okay.
Wasn't your mom here like last week? Or the week before?
Yeah, I think 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Just looking really good. Can you hand me
Yeah.
his socks, please?
For 93.
Yeah? Thank you. All right. So stay warm out there. Be
Yes.
snow on the ground next time I see ya.
Yeah, so you have a good Halloween and Thanksgiving and possibly Christmas, but depending on when I come back again, so.
Yeah, okay. You do. All right.
Take care, thank you
Thanks.
again for the good service.
You're very